Nina? Yes. This is going to speak on calcimicin induces surgeons in breast cancer and cervical cancer.
Good afternoon, sir and ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to start my presentation entitled Calcimicin induces P2Rx4 mediated cell death in breast and cervical cancer cell line via intracellular calcium and P38 MAPK pathway. So first start with the introduction. As we all know that the cancer is a well-known second leading cause of death globally, whose incidence and mortality rate is rapidly growing each year. As per the WHO report, up to 2040, 47% to more cancer cases would be rises. Our objective is to explore the mechanism of action of the anti-cancer activity of the compound calcimicin using cell line method. Calcimicin is a anaerobic compound which is both antibacterial and antifungal activity is well known. It also induces the intracellular calcium level. For the initial study, we have selected two cancer cell lines. One is MCF7 of breast cancer and second is the SHIHA for cervical cancer. And the first cytotoxic evaluation was done by NBTSA, which gives the result of IC50 value 0.30 micromolar for MCF7 and 0.35 micromolar for SHIHA. Further, wound healing assay has been done to check the effect of this compound over the migration rate of the cell. We can see from the image in the control section, the scratch gap has been refilled after 24 and 48 hours, while the treated condition at IC50 value, the scratch gap is still persisted, showing the migration rate of the cancer cell would affected by the compound treatment. Next, a Criterion orange ETBR staining has been done at three concentrations. First is IC50 and second is the minus 10 IC50 and plus 10 IC50, and we found that by increasing the concentration of compound, the late apoptic or early apoptic cell number increases with respect to increasing concentration. DAPI staining is showing the high number of nuclear fragmentation and chromatin condensation is found with respect to the increased concentration of compound in both cell lines. Cell cycle analysis results give the large number of cell accumulation at G2M+, that means cells could be arrested at this phase. Apoptosis assay giving the result by increasing the concentration of compound in both cell lines, the number of late apoptic cell is increased. So by observing this result, we can conclude that the compound calcimicin could induce apoptotic cell death in both cancerous cell lines. Next part of the study is to explore the mode of action of this compound. Calcimicin is a well-known calcium ionophobe, so first we cross-check the intracellular calcium level with respect to the compound and found that the increasing concentration of compound, the peak is shifted toward the right, that means high fluorescence, so it corresponds to high intracellular calcium level. Next, we chelate this intracellular calcium by using intracellular calcium chelator BAPTA-AM and found that the intracellular calcium level gets suppressed. So next, we check the link of this intracellular calcium inhibition with apoptosis. So we done DAPI staining and apoptotic assay and found that in the double positive section we can say the number of late apoptic or chromatin condensation is get decreased in the single positive. Single positive is only calcimicin treatment, while the double positive is the BAPTA-AM treatment 3 hours prior to the calcimicin treatment. So we can conclude that the calcimicin treatment enhance the intracellular calcium, which could be responsible for apoptotic cell death, because when we chelate this intracellular calcium, the apoptotic activities also get suppressed. Next, we check the effect of the compound over mitochondrial membrane potential and found that with the increasing concentration of compound, the peak is shifted toward the left side by in the case of TMRM dye. So that means the mitochondrial membrane permeability gets suppressed, and we concluded that the intracellular calcium enhancement could directly affect the mitochondrial membrane potential, because it is the known or published data that the calcium, when interact with the mitochondrial matrix enzyme, it affects the mitochondrial permeability transition code, this MPTPT, and affect the mitochondrial membrane potential and enhance the mitochondrial membrane code. As we know that the calcium and ATP is well interlinked pathway, so we interested to check the effect on the ATP level, and we found that with increasing concentration P2RX4 and found that the calcium acid directly interact with P2RX4 at the active site. And so we can assume that this is our novel finding. We are the first time reported the direct interaction of P2RX4 in case of calcimicin in cancerous cells. So we can, it needs further validation right now, but we can conclude that with this P2RX4 activity or efficiency could enhance in the case of calcimicin treatment. Next, we check the effect of P38 MAPK pathway, and we found that in the calcimicin treatment conditions, the phosphorylated P38 as well as cleaved-caspase get more expressed in both cell line, and these both get suppressed when we chelate with chelate the intracellular calcium antagonist the P2RX4 as well as the P38 specific inhibitor, while the no effect has been found in the P38 level. Next, we check the inhibition of this phosphorylated P38 in apoptosis by using a specific inhibitor, and again by the 3 assay we found that the late apoptic cell number as well as chromatic condensation gets suppressed in the double positive, that means when phosphorylated P38 is suppressed as compared to the only calcimicin treatment. So we assume that the enhancement of intracellular calcium could affect the overexpression of phosphorylated P38, which further also overexpression of the cleaved-caspase 3 and apoptosis. And when suppressed with phosphorylated P38 by specific inhibitor, the cleaved-caspase 3 overexpression is also gets suppressed. So by analyzing all these parts of the experiments, we reached on the conclusion that the calcimicin induces the apoptotic mode of cell death in both cancerous cell line by different methods. First, it enhances the intracellular calcium, which could directly affect the mitochondrial membrane potential. Second, by following MAP kinase pathway, it could affect the phosphorylation of P38, and this phosphorylated P38 target its BCL2 family and affect the mitochondrial membrane potential. And we know that when mitochondrial membrane potential affected by following cytochrome C pathway, cleaved-caspase 3 activity is enhanced and apoptotic event is found. And result. Next finding is the calcimicin inducing apoptosis by calcium level could also be affected by P2RX4 activity. So these are the conclusion of this study, that the calcimicin could induces the apoptotic mode of cell death in both cancer cell line via P2RX4 mediated ATP dependent P38 and intracellular calcium level mediated apoptotic cell death. Thank you.
Actually, absolutely something right. So I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
So you are trying to say that okay, calcimicin can be used against cancer cells?
Yes, sir.
And you say that this is an ionophore?
Yes, sir.
So what makes you believe that it is not also going to be normal cells?
Sir, we have checked the anti-PSA over the HEK293 cell lines. Yes, it affects the cytotoxicity, but the concentration is varying. For example, when we Shiha and MCF7 we found 0.3 or 0.35 molar is represent the IC50. But in the case of HEK293 cell, we found that at 0.8 micromole up to 1 micromole, it is causing only 23 to 25% cell death. So yes, and the pathway is also basic pathway. So obviously this compound could affect the normal cell line, but due to this concentration difference, it could mostly target the cancer cell line as compared to the control.
So last question. So you said calcimicin will also induce P2RX4. The mRNA is increased.
mRNA is increased.
So can you say a little more about how is this mRNA increasing in the presence of calcimicin? What is the mechanism of this induction of this mRNA?
No, sir, we didn't check that. We checked the mRNA expression elevation and the direct binding, which would affect its efficiency or activity. So these are the parts which we need further validation.
Is this P2RX4 differentially expressed in normal cells and cancer cells?
No, sir, this is normal.
No, I mean, is there a difference in expression?
No, sir.
That it present equally well?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll open it for the audience. Any questions? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.